Yeah. Somebody lived in London and their house.
Oh yeah.
That was very like that.
Yeah. Some days it's right way back to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Days.
We're with the opposite still there.
Oh really?
Okay.
Okay. Allow it to time.
She lived in the living room.
Yeah.
She was in the living room. Yeah. One bedroom flat. Yeah. That like that fun.
Are we? Yeah. How was the holiday? Was it? Yeah, I think you hoped it would be.
Must be the black.
Yes.
He's got his hands in Wednesday, I think.
Really? Funny since I've been back. Tiny strap.
And the kids were laughing at my box strap.
Nothing.
Are you?
Surprised you're back this week.
Yeah. I'm back to work this week, yeah.
Oh,
Kind of normal routine. Yeah.
yeah. It's been ages since you've done this.
Feels ages.
I'll be gentle this week.
You're always welcome, gentle.
Straighten that up, make it skew with. Let's start with the fingers behind. A little bend in the elbow. All right. So just so that you can lean back and support yourself with your hands. All right. So just wiggle forwards first. Get your bum on the floor. Hands. So then lean back into the hands. We're going to tuck the chin in. Lean back round the back. Let the shoulder blades separate. Inhale. Start to lean forwards. So you're rotating the pelvis forward, you're pushing the hip bones towards the thighs, right? Start to like straighten the arms, but you're not going crazy, right? And then just lift the chest and look forward, and then think about bringing those shoulders back and squeezing together. Hold. Exhale, we're going to come back into our rounded position here. Push into the fingertips here to support yourself with the weight of the fingers. Inhale, start to rock forwards and then draw the chest through, straighten the arms a little bit, and then think about shoulder blades pulling towards each other. Squeeze, knit back, exhale. Two more. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale. Last one. I thought it was a feather. Was it a feather? No, little.
I had a magpie yesterday.
What, sorry?
A magpie. I was home alone.
Was it staring you out as well?
Fluffy, but I just shut the door. Yeah. To break into my own husband religion.
Let's bring those fingers forwards. So again, we're trying to open the chest area, all right? So and back and space in the back. So bring the fingers forwards, come off the mat a little bit if you can. Sit on your block, see if that helps. You can even reach it. So it's more about opening up through the chest, all right? So we're going to do a small cat-cow movement round the back. Now lift the chest, think more about mid-back and use your fingers to help you. So dip your fingers in the floor and use the fingers to help you lift the chest. I'm pulling in and I'm squeezing here as well to help me. Exhale. Inhale. So bend the elbows a little bit. Drag your chest forwards. Good. And round. Inhale, come forwards. Good. Are you feeling like you're moving a little bit? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, I promise. Inhale. So think about rolling the shoulders back and down. Really pull with the fingertips. And release. Spin those legs out. Again, you can have the fingertips once the daily little circle. Pigeons. Right, so let's do a little leg roll. Probably a bit narrower than with the legs. You want to be able to roll. So right leg, we're going to roll in. Back, left, and back, right. So the whole leg's rolling in. You want a leg like a stick. Right leg in, so you're rolling right from the top. All right, so last one. Bend your leg a little bit, roll it in, help it, twist the thigh, straighten up a little bit, super strong, sit back down. So your bum's back on the floor, hold, squeeze, 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 and then let that leg come out. Right, so with the left side, bend a bit, help the leg, turn it in, so my bum's off the floor while I'm exaggerating. Right, I'm going to straighten up, I'm going to squeeze, bum back down. Oh look, there's a tamil coming off. Leg in, squeeze, and release. It's all fun. Right. Let's bring the legs to the right side. So we're doing our little, let's close this, it's a trophy. Right, so with this one, let's have the hands on this front leg. Right, so top of the foot, knee here. So I'm not trying to bring any work into this knee, you're just holding it down. But what I'm doing is squeezing this left bum, right? So squeeze there so you don't feel it in the knee. Lift the chest here. So you can pull against that leg a little bit to lift the chest. Foot's against this knee here, so you can push against that knee. Think about shoulders, sit up. I'm pushing my bum out at the back and then round. Inhale, drag forwards and round. Drag forward, super squeeze left side and round. Last one, drag forwards. Good, and round. Onto seated again. All right, right hand's going to come on that left knee, left fingers behind, sit up first. Try and get in the middle here. All right, so rather than sort of leaning over this side, try and get in the middle. All right, pull this left shoulder blade back. Now twist. Squeeze. Right bottom. And come back to face forward. Little counter twist to the right. And forwards, we're going to swap the legs. So I find this side more difficult. Right, so I'm going to hold that leg. I'm kind of leaning over to the right side at the minute. I'm going to use my hand here to help me lift up. I'm going to super squeeze right bottom. I'm not feeling it in the knee, I'm feeling it here. Lift the chest. Exhale round. Inhale, drag that chest forwards. Round. Drag that chest forwards. Good. Round. Drag that. Yeah, nice. Lovely. And round. And sit up. Nice. Left hand, right knee. Right hand behind. Sit up first. Try and get as straight as you can in the middle. Even if you have to move this hand off a little bit to try and sit up straight, it doesn't matter if the hand's not down here. All right. Then we're going to twist over that right side and squeeze the left bottom as you lift that left hip up into the air. Down again. So left bottom's coming down. All right. Little counter twist to the left. And release in there. Just bring that other leg back round and roll forwards. Forward. We have to do it 2 months and just go on to this. Let's do kind of like a long cat-cow style. So your hands are further forward than you would normally. Right? So thighs are vertical, hands are out in front a little bit. You want to bend your fingers so that you're doing that. I don't even know what is that. All right, so just work your shoulders first. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Now pull them down. Up towards your ears. Now pull them down. Can you feel your shoulder blades fanning as they come around? So they're coming out to the sides and in, out to the sides and down. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, coming up, pulling down, coming up, pulling down. That's one, pulling up, pulling down. Now keep them pulled down. So push your heels of the hands into the floor and have a wiggle each side to pull those shoulder blades down. Because you might find one side easier than the other. We're going to push into the shins, stick your bum in the air, squeeze your bum as you're arching the back. Lift the gaze a little bit. Exhale, coming the other way. We're going to tuck under with the bottom and squeeze. Push that mid back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, start to arch again. Stick your butt up. Squeeze. Now just rock forwards ever so slightly, but keep those shoulder blades down. Round. Sit all the way back into extended giant. Try with the armpits, roll them so they face the floor. Now let them loosen up a bit. So your armpits are not facing the side walls, because that would be really weird. But you're just kind of relaxing. Right, now engage and roll them down. Now relax them. Now roll them in towards the middle. Lift the gaze, look forwards. We're going to just slide that left hand across to that top right corner. And then your right hand's just going to come out of the way. I like to spider fingers, bend my right elbow, and it's like this behind me. Okay, so look at your left hand and creep those fingers as far away from you as you can before you start lifting your bum off that heel, right? Side of the face is coming down to the floor, so my left temple is coming towards the floor. Super strong, so squeeze, claw the floor and squeeze that left arm and roll the armpit towards the floor. So you feel the stretch down the back on the left side. Right from that hip towards that, the left index. Keep breathing. Hold it there. Squeeze, don't relax, squeeze. Pull the abdomen in as well. And release off. Lift the gaze, walk the hands back to normal, child, into the center. So now creeping the fingers forward, I'm trying to push down. Child, I'm trying to push this section down. Here. There. So it works into the here. That's it. About there. Push. Okay. Got the other side to do. So lift the gaze. We're going to move that right hand over to that left top corner. I'm just shifting this left hand out of the way. I'm looking at that right hand, creeping away. It's like looking at a dismembered hand when you do it. Terrible horror film hand. Anyway, right side of the face down to the floor. Squeeze that left arm, probably about 1976. Right temple on the floor, really strong right arm, squeeze it, push that armpit towards the floor, feel the stretch down the back on the right side, all the way from that right hip, all the way to those right fingers. Hold it there. Pull the abdomen in as well. And release. Lift the gaze, put the hands back to the middle, extended child. Now, creep the fingers as far forward as you can and lift the gaze up. Right, so it's more of a shoulder thing here. So I'm looking forward, I'm still in kind of child's pose down the bottom end, all right? I'm looking forward and I'm pushing my arms closer to the floor, but lifting my chest. You feel that in the upper back. Claw the mat, pull. Good, and pull it back down. It's almost like mini traction. If you see what I mean, does that make sense? Good. Okay, let's do that again. So from child, just lift the gaze, look forward. Now, here, my arms are loose. I'm going to start gripping at the mat, all right, and almost drag yourself forward while you're looking up. Now, forehead towards the floor. It's subtle, so don't be expecting like miracles of movement. It's just kind of stretching out that upper back. Okay. Bring those fingers forwards, relax the arms a little bit. Inhale, rolling forwards. Exhale, we're going to start to drop the hips down. I want to just go slow, right? When you get about sort of halfway, we're going to have a little wiggle with the shoulders. We're going to roll one back, roll the other back, all right? And start squeezing the bottom as you push the hips forward. And I'm looking at the top of my mat. I'm not looking forwards. I'm just concentrating on what my bottom's doing. I'm squeezing and I'm just pushing away from the floor. Still got a little bend in the elbow. Right. Push back, round, all the way back to extend the chart. Again, rolling forwards. Start to drop the hips. Think what the shoulders are doing. So I'm going to back and down, squeeze them together, down the back. Now I'm going to look forwards just off the mat a little bit. Inhale, up, stick your bum in the air, round now, toes back together, extend the chart, 2 more, roll forwards. Start to drop the hips, pull those shoulders back, so it might start feeling a little easier by number 3, right? So again, still have a little wiggle if you need to, get those shoulders in position. Lift the chest, exhale, coming back. You can just feel how your body's responding. If you've not done that for 2 weeks, you might feel really sticky today, so just go with it. Inhale, roll. So you might not come all the way forward with the hips today, just because it's like, wow, right? Okay, so squeeze your bum, right? Push away from the floor if you can. Nice. Concentrate more on the back, squeeze, and press into the hands, all the way back, extend to chart. Inhale, come up to all fours, to the breather. Right, we're going to come into Gent. So we're going to stick the right toes out, so we're going to balance on that right side, left toes, leg is straight behind you, so your knee and that left heel are pretty much in a line. That's it, so wrist, knee, and foot. So you might need to wiggle this front hand to feel stable. It's best if you stack the joints here, so shoulders over elbow over wrist. All right. Now, we're going to work on, we've done this before, but we're going to focus on squeezing your right bum and your right thigh. But to do that, so it kind of takes a little bit of repetition. All right. So just have a go at squeezing the right bottom. All right. Now we're going to relax. Go as though you're going to sit back towards that right heel. Okay, so push your bum backwards as though you're going to sit down. Now straighten up, lift, 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 left hand on that left hip. Now I find it easier to lift that left foot off the floor and then squeeze, because you can just get a bit of room to squeeze your bum. Foot down, bend that leg again. Right, last one. We're going to lift. I'm going to lift that foot off the floor. I'm going to squeeze that right bottom and then pop the toes back on the floor. Inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're stretching the arms as far apart as you can. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, that top hand's coming up and over towards the front of the mat. Try and keep the arms straight. Reach. Now super squeeze left leg. Dig your toes into the floor. Feel that side stretch. Inhale, nice big sweep with that left arm. Coming all the way down to the floor, back to all fours. So you're stabilizing that whole movement with that right bottom and the right leg. All right, so same on the other side. So don't have a loose leg. Right, let's do a cat-cow in the middle. Inhale, drag that chest forward because you're pulling the shoulder blades back. Stick your bum in the air, squeeze. Exhale, round. Make that pushes up. Inhale, arch. Good. Exhale, round. back to tabletop. Left toe stick out. Come on to that left side. Right, again, move the hand if you need to. Snap the joint. So also, you can rock forwards a little bit, so your weight's more in the shoulder than it is in the knee, and then you'll find it easier because you've got more room in that side to squeeze your left bum. So while we're here, hand on the hip, squeeze your left bottom. Lift the right hip into the air. Release. Go. So you're going to sit down. Left bum's coming back a bit, and I'm looking at the floor. And I'm going to lift again. Lift the right toes. Squeeze that left leg, left bottom. Foot down. Bend as though you're going to sit now. Last one. Lift again. Right toes off the floor. Squeeze. Toes back down to the floor. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Really stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Top arm up and over. If you can, it's going behind the head. Squeeze. Keep lifting that right hip. Squeeze that left bottom. And nice big sweep that right arm. Back to all fours. Let's come back in. Big toes together. Widen the knees. Sit back towards the heels. Just walk back so we're sitting up. Sorry, I formed you there. Right, so hands on the knees. We're just going to do that little rock with the pelvis just to warm the back up a little bit. All right, so you don't have to go crazy. So remember, you can use your fingers to help, like almost dig in to help you pull those shoulder blades back. So we're going to round first. So as I tuck under, my pelvis is moving as well. All right, so around the back, pull that navel in. Inhale, and now tilting forwards with the pelvis. I'm going to dig in with my fingers, all right, fingers here, and pull those shoulder blades back. So I don't have to do anything crazy with my head. I'm just getting that arch going. Exhale, round, tuck under with the pelvis. Inhale, forward with the pelvis, that's it. And round. Forward. A lot of instructors talk about it like the pelvis being like a bowl of soup. Right. So when it's level, there's nothing spilling out. All right. When you stick your bum out, all the soup's coming out the front. Straight again, back. It's all coming out the back.
That's your leg.
No, it's horrible, isn't it? So Mrs. O with the plates. Right. So okay, so round, arch. Right, if you're feeling all right in this, you can have a little wiggle. And the left shoulder blade right down and squeeze. Right shoulder blade down and right squeeze. Now I'm using my fingertips to help me keep that position. Keep your elbows tight. Maybe lifting the gaze if you want. Now straighten up. Flatten. Fingers down in front. So again, we're going for that tilt. So I'm tilting that pelvis forwards. I'm going to keep that arch. Squeeze your bum to help you with this. So you're not just kind of slack here. I'm squeezing. So you're not coming into the lower back so much. You're being supported. All right. I'm going to creep forwards with the fingers. Creep forwards with the fingers. My chest is up. Creep forwards with the fingers. Stay on the fingertips. That's it. Right, good. So pushing back with the fingers now. Keeping that chest up. Pushing back. Good. Good. Squeeze. Release. Flat hands. That's it. Nice. One. Ooh. Right leg out behind. So the toes are still on the floor. The top of my foot's flat. All right. Squeeze that whole leg. Okay. Think about pushing away from the floor, slightly rounded upper back to help support you. Use the left shin as well, so your right leg feels light. Okay, I'm going to lift so it's level with the hip, right? So not too high. Hold it there. Now, keep looking at the floor. You're going to use your right bottom, so you're squeezing that right bottom to lift that right leg up and back behind you. Good. Exhale, we're going to bring that knee in towards the chin. So round the back. Extend the leg out behind you. So horizontal to start, squeeze your bum, see if you can lift higher. Good. It's not in the lower back, it's your bum. And bend, pull that knee in. Now we're going to slide that right foot forwards between the hands. Really nice. Good. Lift the chest, hands on that knee. Squeeze the left bottom, sink forwards. Hold it here. Inhale. And straighten that right leg. And sink back. Think about pushing into that top of the left foot rather than the knee. Straighten the leg. Last time. Forwards. Squeeze that left bottom. Think about pushing into the top of the foot. We're going to bring the hands into the centre. So we're going to come into like a little twist here. We're going to lift the chest. Pull the abdomen in. We're going to twist to that right side. We're going to hook the left elbow past that knee, if we can. Push that heel to the front foot. That's it. We're lifting away, chest away from that thigh. Push the hands together to help with the twist. Pull the abdomen in. Inhale, look forwards. Good. Hands back to the centre. Nice. Hands down. Pull that knee back. Got the other side to go. Left leg out behind, toes on the floor. Stick leg, right? Push through the hands, slightly around the upper back. Push into that right shin, lift the left leg. So you're supporting the weight with the hands and that right shin rather than kind of all on the left leg. All right? Squeeze there, then keep looking at the floor, keep your back in that position. Pull the abdomen in, squeeze the left bottom to lift that leg. Good. Exhale, knee into the chest. Extend the leg. So you are going to feel this, the back working, but it's not excessive. It's more your bum. Right? Squeeze, lift. And into the chest. And then slide that left foot forward. Coming up, hands on the knee. Squeeze the right bottom, sinking down. Hold it now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then don't think right knee, think right foot. Push into the right foot. Can you feel it more when you do that? That's it. And let's just straighten that leg a little bit. It doesn't have to come totally straight because we're just coming in and out. Sit, sink, lift the chest, pull the abdomen in, and straightening. Last one. Forwards. Good. So I'm really working through the whole foot, but I'm thinking left heel, push it down. Right? Okay, strong back leg, hands to the centre. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we're going to twist to that left side. We're going to hook the elbow past the knee if we can. Don't worry if you kind of come out of position. All right? Push those hands together as you lift the chest away from that front leg. Sink forward into your lunge if you can. Hold. Inhale, look forwards. Hands to follow. Good. Fingers down. Then that knee back. This time we're going to go on spider fingers. Fingertips, right? And they've gone off the mat a bit, so a little bit wider. Right, so it's like a shoulder blade thing. I like to bring the toes together just because it looks fancy. There's no, you don't. Right. We're going to round first, round the back. Push the fingertips down. Use the fingers to help you. Inhale, so we're going to come to our arch. Arch. You feel the shoulder blades work. Lift the chest, lift the gaze if you want. I kind of like to do them, I don't know what this does, but a rock forwards. Feels quite good. And come to neutral, sitting back towards the heels. Feeling all right? Good. All right. Palms face, pull the shoulders down. I'm slightly pulling forward with the hips, but I'm really engaging here, pulling towards the centre. So almost like you're trying to pull the hip bones together. Hands face each other, and they're not just kind of spaghetti, all right? Nice and strong with the arms. Squeeze, back to the arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, quite robotic, all right? Left hand comes to that right knee, right fingers behind. So pelvis is forward, all right? And squeezing bottom thigh, lift the chest, pull the left shoulder blade down, twist. Squeeze left leg more. Use your fingers on that thigh to help pull you round. Abdomen pulls in. Inhale, facing forwards, hands back to the center, squeeze, inhale. So with resistance, coming to that left side, fingers past the leg if we can, because you can use it to help pull. Right shoulder blade pulls down, pull the hips forward, squeeze, twist over the left side. Use the fingertips behind you to help support. Inhale, facing forwards, fingers in the middle. Drag those shoulders down, pull the chest forward. Walk forwards. Hopefully it feels a bit easier second time round. So I'm pulling down with the shoulders and back, pulling the chest forwards, the abdomen in. Good. Keep breathing if we can. Have you got room? Chin towards the floor. Keep looking forwards, keep looking forwards, keep looking forwards. So it's more important to look forwards than it is to get your face on the floor. All right. That's it. Keep using the fingertips. Inhale, lifting up. Just drag the hands back, flat knees in. So we'll do puppy dog, one arm at a time. All right. So left hand is going to kind of stay where it is. Right hand's going to come forwards. So I'm leaning forwards a bit, stick your bum in the air, right? So we're already arching a little bit, and then I'm squeezing my legs to keep this anchored, all right? We're just going to reach forward with that right hand and bend that left elbow. Roll the armpit, so my shoulder's not coming up here, it's down here, all right? I'm going to reach forward with the chest, maybe creeping that right hand forwards a little. But you're kind of pushing back, stick your bum in the air, squeeze, don't forget to grab. And release, coming back toward horse. Okay. Bum in the air, squeeze. Left arm is coming forward. So you're going to creep forwards and you'll roll that shoulder underneath, and then I'm going to release down. So you're moving with strength rather than kind of winging it with the shoulders, all right? It doesn't matter how low you are you feeling the stretch down this left side through here? Try and look forwards. And coming back. Let's do a bit of cobra first. So hands forward, roll the hips forward so we can come forwards. Right. Feet in the corners of the mat. Okay, let's start with the hands level with the nose. Right. Okay, but I want hands out, elbows in. So I'm going to walk my elbows in, and it makes me lift my chest off the floor. See what I mean? I feel like a seal or something there. Right. Okay. So chest is off the floor, squeezing my bum, right? Then just press up. And keep my elbows bent, but I'm working my bottom. That's weird. I'm squeezing my bum. I'm down again, all right? Do you see what I mean? I'm using the lower half to do the work, yeah? And you want to squeeze your back, okay? So, elbows in, hands wide, squeeze legs, squeeze your bottom, lift away from the floor. Got bent elbows, I'm pushing into the hands to lift the chest. Coming back down. Feeling all right? Okay. Let's do more cobra moves. So Move the hands back behind the shoulders if you feel like you've got the room. But here, roll your shoulders down towards the floor, so the head of the shoulders almost touching the floor, and your elbows like little cricket elbows. Now coming the other way, we're going to roll the shoulders back, the elbows are tucked in. Squeeze the legs, push your pelvis into the floor, inhale. Nice. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the backs, make sure you're squeezing the bottom, and forwards. Last one. Inhale. Keep the elbows in. And forwards. Good. Right. Elbows on the floor. Drag the knees in. You're going to come back into coffee dog. So from here, pull the shoulders back. Oh, do you have a quick little dolphin? Yes, I hear you. Right. So from here, think where your shoulders are. All right. Pull them back. Interlace the hands, and you can either do like prayer hands like this, all right, or interlace. Okay. Dip your elbows into the floor and make your shoulders do the work. All right. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips off the floor and press the weight back. So I'm still looking at the thumbs at the minute. Keep the shoulders working. Now I'm going to move my gaze towards the feet, pushing back, using the strength of the shoulders so your elbows are digging into the floor. Release, forwards, knees down. I'm going to watch this time, right? Because I can't see down and I'm upside down. So, don't want your elbows wide. You want them quite tucked in. I know it's very tempting. All right. So, down doggy legs. Good. Okay. Now start to press that chest back and move your gaze towards the feet. Nice. Good. You can bend your knees if you want. You don't have to have solid, straight legs. Lovely. Coming back. Knees down. You finding it hard on the shoulders or not too bad? Strength or movement? Or both? Strength, movement or both?
Really there in the shoulder.
Shoulders mainly, then the elbows.
Okay.
Legs a bit slip a bit.
What's in your first week back? I won't let you do full dog. All right. Where was it going with this? Popping. Right. Okay. Easily distracted again. Right. So from all fours, stick your bum in the air and squeeze. We're going to walk the hands forward slowly. So I haven't gone back with the arms, all right? They're just here. Okay. I think what are my shoulders doing? I'm pull them down. All right. Here. So obviously it's mobile shoulders in Poppy Dog. But once you get in it, you want to think more about back strength and using your glutes to come into it than you do your shoulders, right? I'm going to walk forwards a little bit and see what I think. Keep looking forwards. Chest is coming lower to the floor now. And you can go in little stages. You don't have to get into something you think, holy hell. All right? Okay. So just see if you can move in and out of it. So I'm sinking a little bit. And I'm lifting. I'm noticing if one shoulder feels like it's moving, the other shoulder might feel a bit tighter. If you can widen your hands as well, it's a bit easier. If you go more in a Y shape, it's easy. Your shoulders got a bit more room. It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with doing that, all right? It's giving yourself a fighting chance, all right? So, and it just means that your shoulders might prefer that. It's quite nice. It's nice. Try and keep the gaze forward. Try and keep the gaze forward. Nice, Catherine. You look like you've moved into that quite. Is it hideous or is it all right?
Right, yeah.
Good. So you can breathe in and out of it. You don't have to kind of stay static, all right? As you inhale, you can come out of it a little bit. Exhale, you might move in a bit more. Nice. Oh, nicely. That's it. Neck all right in this? I keep your chin.
Or it is a strain on the neck, and also
Yes, I keep your chin tucked in, to be honest, Linda, rather than looking up, because I think it's
Yeah.
going to strain
Yeah.
through your neck too much. So nothing wrong with the forehead down here. Right. Right, Dee? Yeah. Yeah. Nick, how's it feeling?
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I would just keep moving in and out for you. It's kind of encouraging, shall we say, the shoulders. Whereas if you're feeling a little bit more mobile, you might creep forward with the arms and bring the chest down. Lifting the gaze. When you get here, it's more glutes and legs. So think there, back, push. That's it. Good. Is it a bit much to lift the knees today? Too much. Look at chin standing this today. Whatever way you want to come back into an extended shower will do. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, then come into down dog. Knees bent, remember. Pressing that chest back. So here, bend your knees a bit more. That's it. And then use your shoulders to help you. So you want to be squeezing around here. Help you. So you will build up. Yeah, the strength. Think about squeezing through as well. Feel that? You know, ish. That was a that's a no. Let's look at that. Around here. Good. And rock forwards if you want. I've left you there for ages. Right. Just rock forward, serving more in plank shape. Okay, bend the knees back into our down dog. See if you can straighten the legs a little bit. Doesn't matter if the heels aren't down. All right, strong shoulders. Inhale, right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest, rolling forwards. Right foot's coming between the hands. Don't worry if you don't get there in one go. We're going to come into a low lunge first. So lift high so you can get your fingers either side of that front foot. Right, I'm straightening that back leg, and then I'm going to sink. That's it. I want you to try and lift your chest. So to do that, I'm going to really push through this front heel so that it gives me room in the hips to straighten that back leg and push the floor away. So you're supporting a lot of the weight with this front foot rather than all on the back leg. Good. Now I'm going to straighten the legs if we can. Don't worry if they're not perfectly straight. We're going to bring left heel down to the floor. Bring your right hand middle of that right shin. Lift your hand to that hip. So we're going to come into triangle. I want you to think about looking at the floor to start with. Push that right hip down and to the left hip up towards the sky. So you're opening out the side onto the side. Yeah? Left arm's going to reach up towards the ceiling. Good. Maybe your gaze comes up towards that left hand. Inhale here. Exhale, top arm's going to come up and forward towards the front of the mat like we did in gate. Now really push through that back foot. Squeeze the thighs. Can you feel the stretch through that left hip, left side body? Windmill the arm up. That's it, good. And bring it round. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to try a revolve triangle. It's quite hard. If you've got a block, that might be handy. Otherwise, left hand on the right shin if you can't get your left hand flat to the floor. That's it. Okay, so we're going to do the revolve. All right, so left hand is on the block or down. You might need to turn the back foot a bit more. All right, so my toes are my foot's practically straight. All right, what I want you to do, use your right hand as well to help you lift the chest first. So you want to bring that right hip to the left hip. No, sorry, coming the wrong other way. Like it up. Push into that right left hand if you can. Right arm is up. Is it happening? The wrong way? Wrong way round. Yeah, yeah. So we'll roll with it. Left hand is on the block. Yeah. So and then that's it. You want to put your own hand here. Is that all right? Yeah, sure.
I only ever use one. Try that.
Is that better? That's it. So this hip is coming this way, this hip's going that way. That's it. Super squeeze the legs. Lovely. This. Good. Hold it there. And right hand back down to the floor. Square the hips up. Okay, bend that front leg if you need to. All right. Lift the chest, look forwards. So I'm using my fingertips here to drag that chest forward, shoulder blades down. See? Now see if you can straighten the front leg. It doesn't matter if you can't get that front leg straight. It's quite a lot to ask. Bend again. Pull that chest forward. So we're all going to bend the leg now. And we're going to lift up. So weights on this right leg. Hands together. Don't leave your shoulders here. Come down. I want you to pull that chest forward. So all those exercises we've been doing, all right? Push into the back toes to help you extend that spine. We're going to bend that right leg a little. So we're going to transfer the weight all onto that right foot. See if you can lift that left leg a tiny bit. If you want to straighten this right leg, you can. And we'll start to tilt forwards. Squeeze the left bottom to help. Lift the chest. So don't look at the floor, look forwards. Good. Forward. Warrior 3. How's that? Traditionally, you do look kind of down and extend the arms, but I like to do it with an arch back. Radical. Exhale, I'm going to swan dive forward. So hinge at the hip. And forwards. Fingers towards the floor, onto the shins. Right, so from here, shoulders back and down, squeeze your butt, lift the chest, look forward. So you feel it all down the backs of the legs. Good. And exhale, fold. If you need to bend your knees to get the hands down, bend the knees. We're going to step back, knees down, extended shut. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Bend the knees, press that chest back, rock forwards more into a plank shape, press back. Rock forwards more into a plank shape, press back. Okay, stay there. Start to straighten the legs if you want to. Heels don't need to be down. Left leg up, heel leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest, roll forwards. Left foot's coming all the way forwards. Low lunge first. Fingertips either side of that left foot. So I'm lifting my bum higher to give myself space. I'm on the back toes. Can't see my heel. I'm going to super straighten that right leg and squeeze my butt as I lift the chest, but push really firmly through this left heel to lift the chest. And it also gives you room to straighten that back leg. Good. Now we can see if you can straighten that front leg. Bring the right heel towards the floor. If you want to do triangle with the fingers down, you can. Or we're going to bring that left hand onto the left shin. All right? Right hand onto the hip. So I want you to think from looking at the floor, I'm going to push my left hip to the right hip up into the air, right shoulder up into the air. And look towards the ceiling. I'm super squeezing my legs. Right arm into the air. Hold it here. Extend as much as you can through the chest. Push into that back heel to help you. Inhale. Exhale, top arm, up and forwards. Hold it here. Bring the arm all the way down. Fingertips down. Soften into that front leg. Turn to face forwards. Lift the chest. Now we can alter that back foot. So I have to have my toes. It's all a straighter foot to come into revolve triangle. All right. Right hand is going to be flat, so use your block if you need. So bend this front knee to get into position. All right, so that's it. You now try and straighten the leg. All right, left hand on the hip. Use this right hand to push away from the floor. We'll rotate into the left side, left arm up. Nice. Left hand comes down. Fingertips, soften into that left knee, lift the chest. Good. Turn onto the back toes. So I'm just trying to lift that chest. So I'm using my fingertips to help drag that chest forwards, maybe straighten that front leg. Bend, shoulder blades, look forwards, straighten. Okay. Bend, drag that back foot in, coming up to stand. So at the minute, all the weight's in the back foot. Hands together. Arrange your shoulders. All right. Now move more into that front foot on the back toes. I'm pushing with the back toes to help me extend the spine. Little bend in the leg just so we can spring. All right. You can spring up. All right. Maybe straighten that front leg. Squeeze your right bar. I'm going to start to tilt forwards, but I'm looking forwards.
It's funny how one side's
Yeah.
better than the other,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Were you better that side?
No.
No. Well, you hit it well. You hit it well.
No, not really.
Use your whole foot.
Yeah, I think it's the
Hold
old
some.
the foot.
Yes. So push that big toe
side,
down.
my actual foot's collapsing in.
Use the outside of the hip here. That. If you're arching in, this knee is collapsing because you're not using here.
Yeah,
So you have to
straight
here.
in the leg.
Yes. Well, it might just be, it's not the strength, it's the mind muscle connection. So think outer hip. Glute medius. Yes. You see the difference? One leg you
Yeah.
might do it automatically, this leg it might be a bit lazy. Sort of,
I haven't got a problem with balance. That's quite an indicator.
yeah.
It's a good thing, actually.
Everybody's better one side.
Yeah.
Feet practically together if you. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive forward. So I'm going to turn my hands to face behind. Right, so coming back, shoulder blades down. Start to hit. That bit. Hinge. Right. Hands to the shins. Or the floor if you've got room. So shins. Okay, squeeze the legs, stick your butt up. Pull those shoulder blades back, lift the chest, so half lift. Think about where you're feeling it in the back. You know, like I came and like prodded you before. Squeeze that. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soften the knees. Stepping back. Knees down. Extended chest. Find that bit in your back again. Like we did in down dog. Again, try and find it now. Around here. Here. There. Go and squeeze there. Inhale, roll forwards, tuck the toes. So we're just going to walk back. So we're just going to don't know why I do this because it's torture this for me. Just rocking into the bottoms of the feet. It kills me. I've got hypermobile big toe. Doesn't like it. Okay. I'm working into a squat, as you might notice. So, little froggy hands, separate the feet a bit. Let's come into our little squat. And you get your heels down. Widen your feet, see if that helps. Let's keep the fingers down there. So we do a little dynamics frog. So don't move too quickly, all right? Push into the fingers, lift your butt up, so we're coming like into a forward folding. Legs straight, and bend, elbows inside the legs, lift the chest. Fingers down, lift up, and into your squat. If you feel a bit more confident, you can bring those hands quite tight, all right? Press, squat. Good. Press. And squat. Last squat. So we'll bring the hands together now. Wiggle the elbows inside if you can. All right, lift that chest. Squeeze the outer hip. So does one leg work more than the other when you do this? Lift the chest. Again, squeeze your back. Relax, maybe coming to sit down with the hands off the floor. If you feel like you're going to weeble, hands behind to help you sit down. Simple, simple. Yeah. Off the dump. Let's come a bit wider with the legs this time. So we did quite a lot of pelvis rotation. Let's try it a little bit narrower, so don't go as mad as you might in this, all right? Okay, so fingers in front. Let's point the toes. We'll do a little leg roll just to remind the hips that they need to move. All right, so a little swishy thing. Okay, back in the middle. Now, draw the toes towards you, point. Draw the toes towards you, point. Okay, so keep them pointed. I'm just going to go a little bit wider just because it feels a bit more, just feel where it, like you can actually move, okay? Fingertips, round and back. Inhale, dragging, squeezing, top of the thigh, and as I pull forwards with the pelvis, it kind of goes up, where you're feeling it, and then shoulders back, drag, round, drag. When I say drag, I'm yeah, so you're trying to pull that chest forward, round. So do a few of these. That's good. Okay, right, now I'm going to pull the toes back, maybe going a bit wider. Right, same, okay. Round, pull. Maybe come a bit lower. Round, drag forwards. Round, drag forwards. Good, round, dragging forwards. You feel like you're moving any, getting easier? Super squeeze your legs, super squeeze the legs. My right leg feels incredibly tight, left leg's fine. So try and move your chest. Do you see the difference? Lifting that chest. Good. Okay. Is that enough for that today? Let's bend those legs. Just hold on to the knees again. Just lifting up. Squeeze the back. I like this one because you can just really pull your elbows in and squeeze, release, almost let the elbows come out. I'm exaggerating it, you don't have to kind of go, all right, so in and squeeze, out, in, out. Does that, can you feel the back switch on. Elbows in, squeeze, elbows out, relax, elbows in. Good. Let's into relaxation. Are you able to feel that bit in your back squeezing when we're doing the different,
This bit here.
your lats? Yeah. As you pull the arms in, the elbows in, you feel what your back or no? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Don't say yes if you can't.
I
You
think
feel
I
any more
feel-
shoulder blade?
Yeah, yeah.
You down there. Yeah. Okay. It's actually below your shoulder blades. Is that happening? Sometimes it's not.
But it's hard to identify individual muscles. Never even thought about muscle.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Lie down. So we're doing a little squeeze and release today. Okay? So starfish, if that's comfortable for you. The palms up. All right. Legs long if you want. If you want to bend the knees, absolutely fine. You take that right arm, lift it off the floor just a few inches, make a fist, super squeeze that right arm, and then relax and let it fall to the floor. Left side, left arm, make a fist, squeeze, and then relax. Both arms together, make fists, squeeze, and then let them fall to the floor. Relax. Legs, you don't have to lift them off the floor. All right, so right leg, squeeze, release. Left leg, squeeze, release. Both legs together, squeeze and release. Maybe do a little flip flop with the feet, like just so that you feel quite relaxed through the thighs. All right? Okay. Squeeze your bum, squeeze, release. Lower abdomen, squeeze, release. Chest, squeeze, release. Do the shoulder blades, you might have to do a little shuffle. So lift off the floor a little bit, squeeze those shoulder blades together, squeeze, and then relax. Let them come out. You might need to do a little wiggle. Shoulders, we're going to drag them along the floor, up towards the ears, scrunch up, and then push them away back down. We're going to tilt the head. So breathe in the middle. Exhale. You might need to lift your head up, turn to the right side, back down again, and just hold it there. And try and press the left shoulder away a little. Right. Not stretching the neck. Nice and slowly. You might need to lift again, back into the centre. So look towards the ceiling. And we're going to go the other way. Head towards the left. So if you need to pick the head up and move, I like to do that rather than just rolling. Head back down and then focus on just pressing that right shoulder into the floor so that you get a nice stretch down that right side. And when you're ready, coming back to face the ceiling. Then we'll scrunch up the face, scrunch, squeeze, and then release, relax the face. Breath. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and through the mouth. And then don't worry about the breathing, let the body do it for you. And breathe through the nose. And come to body rotation, so quickly as possible. You move through different parts of the body, and you keep that part in your mind, and become aware of that part of the body. And you start with the right side. Right hand thumb. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth. Little finger. Palm. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Right waist. Right hip. Right thigh. Knee. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the right foot. Top of the foot. Big toe. All of the toes. Become aware of the left hand thumb. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth. Little finger. Palm. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Left waist. Left hip. Left thigh. Knee. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the left foot. Top of the foot. All of the toes. Now to the back. I'm aware of the right shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade. Right bottom. Left bottom. Spine. Hold the back together. Now to the crown of the head. Forehead. Temples. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Space between the eyebrows. Right eyelid. Left eyelid. Right eye. Left eye. Right ear. Left ear. Right cheek. Left cheek. Nose. Tip of the nose. Upper lip. Lower lip. Chin. Throat. Right chest. Left chest. Middle of the chest. Navel. Abdomen. Now the whole of the right leg. Whole of the left leg. Both legs together. Whole of the right arm. Whole of the left arm. Both arms together. Whole of the back. Bottom. Spine. Shoulder blades. On the front. Abdomen. Chest. On the back and the front together. On the head. Whole body together. I'm aware of the body lying on the floor. See your body lying perfectly still on the floor. Visualize the image. Aware of the breath. Feel the flow of the breath in and out of the lungs. I'm not trying to change the rhythm, just noticing it. Now concentrate on the movement of the navel area. Concentrate on the navel moving, rises and falls with every breath. Expands and contracts. Just concentrate on that movement and synchronization of the breath. Shift your attention to the chest. Chest is rising and falling slightly with every breath. And move your awareness to the throat. Aware of the breath moving in and out of the throat. Now go to the nostrils. You can aware of the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Direct the movement of the breath in and out, the tip of the nostrils. Quiet the body again. Rise, breathe. And the awareness of the body right from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Aware of the floor. When the body touches the floor. Visualize the room. Start bringing a little bit of movement back into the body, so you might wiggle the fingers and the toes. You might take over the breathing a bit more, breathe deeper into the chest. Drawing the feet together. It's all right on your back, bring the arms up and over. Stretch. And one at a time, knees into the chest. And rock. And then rock over to the right side. And then use your left hand to help you come up. And again, I suppose you can just have a little wiggle of the neck and that the head move. Just rocking. Semicircle, left to right. Head up. Think about pulling those shoulder blades together and down, lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Nice to be back. Have you got anything fancy planned for the weekend?
It's a lot on, isn't it? Well, it's the Eden Bridge and Oxford show. Okay. Yeah, I think it might be. Arundel Castle has got a medieval thing. Yeah. Lots of music festivals, but we don't do any of those. Everything in one day.
They're putting stuff together in the park, right?
The new music
Okay.
night festival. That,
Yes,
isn't it?
that's all
Yeah.
migrations, isn't it?
I think somebody said there was a Godstone having a village fair and
Oh, right.
donkey derby. I don't know which day that is. So, it's quite a lot of the trouble we find now. It's probably just being not quite so tolerant anymore. It's